Hello, hello, hello. It's Lisa with Crafting and Cruising, looking a hot mess. Just got home today from a week of camping, cruising, crafting with my sweet friend Jody, and getting to visit with my friends Sana and Keith and Jody's husband Jim. We had the best time. The weather was impeccable. Could not have been any better. It was gorgeous the entire weekend. Hello, Sherry Walton, sweet friend. I'm trying to do something to this hair of mine because I have on no makeup. When we left the campground today, I said, I'm going home and I'll take a shower later. But right now, I'm just trying to get home. So, let me see if I can pull up the live on my computer so I can keep an eye on that. Yep, there it is. A little bit of a delay. So, hope everybody had a great week and you're looking forward to a great weekend coming up. I sure am. I'm ready for the weekend. I've got a lot to do to plan for some upcoming trips, and I got to get caught up on bills and some more crafting. I'll be posting some pictures later of some crafting I did. Hi, Carol Plover, my sweet friend. I'm glad you're here. I'm trying. It says 4 are on, but it's not showing me on my computer who's on yet. So anyway, I'm just going to start, and hopefully I'll see who gets on when. Carol, I've seen some of your beautiful work lately, girl. You are doing such beautiful stuff. Love it. Keep it up. Okay, so can I use sealer over Ranger Distress Ink Stain? Yes, you can. You sure can. Okay, so I'm reading from the book. Hey, Deb. The Secret Language of Girlfriends. Talking loudly, laughing wildly, and making the most of our most important friendships. You're sweet too, Carol. I miss you. I can't believe I'm not going to see you in Scottsdale. Okay, so I've already read a few chapters. We identified the Broad Squad. We talked about the old friend. We talked about the best friend. And I told you there's a dip in here recipe. It's not a party without shrimp dip. And we talked about the concierge friend. So now I'm going to read some more that says the personal coach. Personal coach is defined as our one woman cheerleading squad. She never attempts to look better in a short skirt and pom-poms than we do. She's our positive attitude, glass half full friend who may drive us crazy with her cheery optimism, but will never let us underestimate or shortchange ourselves. Each time we're convinced Prince Charming has finally arrived on a white horse to rescue us from our day job, she's the one who grills him on his intentions just to make sure he's good enough. She cheers us on to that promotion, thrilled our success is tax deductible. She raves about our achievement to everyone, inspiring us to dream the impossible dream while remaining fully awake and solvent. My friend Jillian is my cheerleader. This is the author writing now. A larger-than-life woman, she is a classic diva who moonlights as my full-time personal support system, feathering my face with a perfect pink blush and pushing me into territory I've never been before. She constantly challenges me. In her eyes, I am always the queen, capable of doing whatever it takes if I just put my mind to it. Her optimism is not only infectious, but inspiring. Even when Jillian is not physically with me, her can-do voice pops up in my head in moments of crisis. In her high heels and classic suit, she strides ahead, leaving negativity in her wake. Love that. We all surely have at least one friend like that. All right, here's the next one. The just say yes girlfriend. The definition of this one is the girlfriend on your team who celebrates the essence of you every day, making you feel like the guest of honor at your own party. Accessories, glittery shoes, henna tattoos, and one hot concert ticket. Let me pause there. Guess what? My sweet sister friend Jody invited me to go in December to Las Vegas with her to see Adele in concert. I'm super excited. Can't wait. Okay, so this Just Say Yes girlfriend. This is the broad in our squad who is our Just Say Yes girl, even when all around us people seem to be saying no. She's the one who gets us revved up about sewing new slip covers for the couch, even though we failed home ec and barely noticed the melted raisinette stains anymore. When we're determined to be depressed, she shows up at our door, ordering us to ditch our bag of M&Ms and our bathrobe for a night of embarrassing karaoke. Her enthusiasm for us is so unconditionally infectious. We could tell her our most depraved secrets, and her response would be to love us even more. I think of my friend Donna as the social director of my broad squad. Hi, Debbie. She is the one who convinces me to leave my work and family behind and join her screaming in the front row for Elton John or the Rolling Stones or Adele. Always insisting I wiggle into last year's jeans, she paints my face with lots of goop and sets my eyes with 3 layers of thick black mascara. Before I know it, I am dancing in the aisles, arms flung heavenward, underarm flab be damned. Donna really does make me feel like that I'm celebrated every day. Not only is she a great listener, she is the queen of the sample sales, always finding me glittery tops and satin shoes that make me feel like writing up a guest list and menu for a party I want to throw. Every broad squad needs one member who gets your mojo up and running and keeps you in a party frame of mind. And then she's got this little thing on the side right here that says secret language glossary. So it says the great part about sharing a secret language is that it takes only a few words. Here are some of the phrases we use in our girlfriend lexicon. I'm upset. Code for the world is now all about me. Do not talk about you. In fact, don't even mention you. At this minute, I have no patience for rational thought. Simply agree with me and tell me you'd feel the same, even though your gut tells you I'm probably suffering from temporary insanity. And the next secret language glossary is I need to talk. Code for drop everything and come over immediately. Pretend that you have all day to listen to me, even though you know I'll blow it out in under an hour. If you cannot see me in person and must speak to me over the telephone, a totally second best choice. Make sure I cannot hear you opening your email or washing dishes while I'm catharting. Here's another one. I don't have anything to wear. Code for I'm stressed, fat, old, and ugly, and cannot abide standing under fluorescent lights to try anything on. What I want is for you to lend me a perfect outfit with matching shoes. Girlfriend code dictates an open closet policy. And then the last one is, do I have food in my teeth? That's code for you were so close to me you can actually tell me the truth about the little piece of spinach caught in the gap between my front teeth. This code also applies to your honest opinion about bad hair days, bad boyfriends, and wearing anything luminescent like hot pink. The colors may be in style, but you have the permission to tell me I look like a psychedelic ice cream cone gone wrong. And the last one is don't tell a soul. That's code for include your husband or boyfriend, no exceptions. Broad Squad additions. If you think of your Broad Squad as the main food group, now you have all your essential nutrients and can add on with specialty items. There are stages in our lives when we meet new people as a result of dealing with crazy making situations, such as becoming a bride, becoming a new mother, or enrolling at a mature age at a community college. We all like bonding with women who are as fanatical as we are, so we don't feel alone. Here are some of those times. The mommy track. Definition: the ability to multitask in a three-ring circus with you as the leader minus the whip. Must have the ability to conference call from home while making chocolate chip cookies and racing Hot Wheels. One of the crazy stages of life when we all need special reinforcement has to be motherhood. Having raised two babies to adulthood, I know there are some fun times, but I can distinctly recall a time when my 24/7 companions spent considerable amounts of time drooling, burping, and speaking in monosyllables. In that dirty diaper phase, what I needed was an adult to talk to. That's why when you go through this stage, you need someone on your Broad Squad who knows what you're going through. Someone who can obsess with you about baby food, fresh or canned, preschools, which are the best, fathers, sperm bank or biological. You need other mothers who traded in their Gucci bags for diaper bags, who will sit on the park bench next to you as you feed string cheese and carrot sticks into the mouth of your young. It's this companionship alone that will keep you out of this year's most fashionable straitjacket. The next one is, did I skip something? No, I didn't. Okay, the next one is the Cleveland Mama. I met a group of girls from Cleveland, Ohio, who loved being girlfriends so much during high school, they took their relationship to a whole new adult level. Recently, all four girlfriends were pregnant at the same time, talk about family planning, and had babies within weeks of each other. Real life sometimes is stranger than fiction. Jennifer, Janae, Kristen, and Amy met each other years ago at their all-girl high school where they shared typical teen pastimes like crushes on boys, dancing at mixers, and even a little underage imbibing. Horrified at the thought of growing up and growing apart, they simply decided to grow together. Within 2 years, they had all married and all took turns wearing, surprisingly tasteful, bridesmaids' dresses. With that first mission accomplished, and with as little assist from their husband, within months all four were pregnant. They enjoyed scintillating discussions of breastfeeding, cracked nipples, baby weight, even morning sickness. They went on doctor visits together, brought maternity clothes en masse, and within months of each other gave birth to 4 baby boys. Jennifer explained to me how great it was to have such a tremendous support network of women. I could call any one of my friends and get a pep talk whenever I needed it. Husbands don't understand the whole postpartum thing. You think? And so it's a tremendous relief to be able to pick up the phone and have one of your best friends going through the same thing. I consider us to be one another's family. We know from the tone in each other's voices when one of us is headed out the door for a good cry in the car. To have the 4 of us together so long, still living in the same town, our parents here, I feel so fortunate. We are quite the all-girl squad. Another little sidebar, proof of the obvious. Researchers studying the value of mothering in groups found that female baboons living in the wild in Kenya who formed relationships with other females, hey Diana, my sister, were more successful at child rearing than those who were isolated. I had to laugh, as if any new mother homebound with a case of cabin fever during a northeastern winter couldn't have told you how easily you can lose your mind alone all day with the crying baby. Hello? Okay, the next one is the new friend. Definition: the one you meet through school or work who has your Broad Squad up in jealous arms. Introduce her slowly and carefully to the other women on your team so they can see how much she has to offer. Accessories. a great smile, and a warning to your broad squad to tread gently. So maybe you're not having a baby, not going back to school, not joining the local canasta club. Maybe your broad squad already feels complete, but there's always room for one more at the martini bar. One day, some great lady is bound to show up on your radar unexpectedly. You'll spend all night talking and wonder if you were twins separated at birth. As we get older, and let's face it, we can't pretend it's not happening, a magnificent thing happens. We are drawn to other women who have similar interests and time schedules. A couple of years ago, I decided that between my family, my business, my travel schedule, and my cottage garden, I wasn't giving myself time to connect with other women. So for the first time in a long time, I started making and accepting luncheon invites and joining some women's organizations. Not only did I make some really fabulous new friends, but they introduced me to other women who were equally inspiring, and so I formed a kind of second-tier broad squad, women who could enhance and add to the beloved team of girlfriends I already had in place. Confidentially yours. A friend of mine who moved from one coast to the other let me in on a little secret. She said that even though she was sad to leave her good friends behind, she looked forward to meeting and making new friends because this time she could do it on her own terms. Now she could make friends not because of her husband's busyness or her children's schools, but because she genuinely wanted to spend time with new girlfriends. A good lesson for us all at any stage of our lives. Now, I think I just have one more type of friend before we get to the next chapter, so I'm going to read this real quick and then we'll stop. This is called ex-friends. Definition: the girl in your life who manages to make everything in your life all about her. A trader who trades your intimate secrets as collateral in the open social market. Accessories, a dumpster. One of the harsh realities of girlfriendship is that not all friends are soulmates destined to be a part of your life forever. Sometimes a relationship runs its course and you and your friend go your separate ways. This divorce happens more often than you may think, and it can be more painful than any breakup with a guy. Sometimes there is a specific inciting incident. For example, she forgot your birthday or went out with your ex. But more often than not, the breakup happens slowly over time. Life brings tidal shifts, and not even the best of girlfriends can always swim in the same direction. We may think it's encoded in our DNA to share Reese's peanut butter cups and gossip until death do us part, but sadly, that's not always the case. Marriage, divorce, children, or changing values can come between even the best of friends. When I was in my 20s, my best friend was also my associate at work. We had so much in common: similar jobs, daughters the same age, tough marriages. We could have been each other's sounding boards and confidants, helping each other through tough times. But it didn't work out that way. I felt like she made everything between us a competition, making me feel less than. She constantly pointed out when people sent her bigger bouquets, more gifts, and more business. Her wardrobe was trendier, her daughter smarter, her social life way busier than mine. After a while, I examined our friendship and decided she was a detriment to my confidence as well and well-being. Looking back now, I realized she was just insecure, and I allowed her to tear me down in order to build herself up. That was my first, and I hope last, experience of a toxic girlfriend relationship. Oprah Winfrey said, "Lots of people want to ride with you in the limo, but what you want is someone who will take the bus with you when the limo breaks down." Guys are always amazed by how complicated gal-pal friendships are, But we share so many intimacies, secrets, and vulnerabilities with one another. Our relationships often feel far more passionate and emotional than romantic love, minus the freakouts over cellulite and bad hair days. As I've said, even though every once in a while one of our Broad Squad members may break the girlfriend law, translation, a deep betrayal by a friend, punishable by not taking any of her calls ever again, most of our connections will last through the confusion and strain of everyday life transitions. We all have such a rich history together. Better to talk through our differences and move on to the next stage of growing up with our Broad Squad intact. Let's face it, there's always another guy out there somewhere. At least that's what they say. But when the chips are down, only your girlfriend knows your favorite flower, your secret shoe store, and your habit of sleeping in your favorite worn out and faded flannel PJs from high school. Those are the things that matter the most. So I bet as I've been reading through this book, there's been people who have come to your mind, people who've come to my mind. And, we've talked before about the little poem that's out. Some people come into your life for a reason. Some come into your life for a season. And some come into your life for a lifetime. And when you find those lifetime friends, man, are you blessed. But you know what? The friends that come into your life for a reason or a season are just as important. They make an impact in your life for that season or for that reason. But it may be that it's not meant for them to be in your life for a lifetime. And if you're like me, I am very engaged in relationships. Like, I put my all into friendships and into relationships. And it's hard for me when something causes that friendship or that relationship to fall apart or to have a kink in it, for lack of a better word. I'm all in. And so I struggle with that some. But I also feel like, as I've said before, that the older I get, the more select I am about who I spend the most of my time with. Because I'm on the last half of my life. I don't have an entire lifetime ahead of me. And I want to make sure that the relationships that I make and the people that I really, truly think of as my friends are people who are going to have my back. They'll know I have their back no matter what. And that we can walk through life's ups and downs, good times and bad times, thick and thin, and be there for one another. So, as I've mentioned before, that's one of the reasons why I love the sisterhood, the Czech Savvy Sisterhood that I'm a part of through Studio MDAZ. When someone needs prayer, they don't hesitate to ask for it on that page, and they know that lots of people will pray. And those people, most of those people you probably never even met, but you know that some of those people who say they will pray will truly pray, and we'll follow up and we'll find out how things are going. So girlfriends are important. And for guys, I think guys need relationships in their life too, but I just don't think that they need it like we women do. Do you? Maybe I'm wrong. But I feel like we women need to know that our girlfriends are there for us morning, noon, and night. I still have high school friends I travel with every year, several I've known since kindergarten. We've all been through stuff, but our friendship has never changed. That's awesome, Sherry. What a blessing. What a blessing. That's amazing. One of my oldest, and I say that not in her age, but in the amount of time we've been friends, was on here earlier. I don't know if she still is or not. Debbie Haggard Oakley, are you still on here? Debbie and I worked together at Provident Insurance Company in 1975, maybe. And we instantly connected, and were very much a part of each other's lives. I went through 2 divorces with her. She went through my wedding. She was in my wedding, the birth of all 3 of my children, some painful, yucky stuff over my life that's happened. She was there when my dad died. She was there for me when my mama died. And you know what? We have a whole lot in common. And we have things that we don't have in common. We're like miles apart on. But when we pick up and start talking, or we get together for whatever reason, it's like we picked up where we left off. And nothing, no matter our differences, nothing will ever change that. And so I treasure that friendship. One of the girls on here right now is Deborah Jedd. Met her last year. I've told y'all this story, in the Bahamas. She lives in Pennsylvania. I live in Tennessee. We were together off and on for the better part of a week. And then we just kept up with each other on Facebook. My husband had a job close to where, or kind of halfway between her and us. And so she and her husband met Rodney and I for dinner one night. We were together in the Cayman Islands this summer. I mean, hey, Micheline, my sweet sister. And so we have a lot in common. And we don't even begin to know all we have in common. But she is a treasured friend. She's someone I trust. She's someone I enjoy being with. And so, you know, who would have known before last year's girls trip, she and I didn't know each other. Diana Rutledge is on here. She's part of the sisterhood. Diana and my sister friend Kimberly and I shared a room when we went on our trip to our sisterhood trip to Kansas City. We shared a room in San Diego recently with Tony Doss. So all 4 of us were in there, 4 women in 1 bedroom with 1 bathroom. We survived perfectly fine and had a blast. We're going to Kansas City soon for the Sparkle Retreat. And Kimberly and I will be rooming together, but Diana will be there. I just met Kimberly when I roomed with her and slept in the same bed with her in Kansas City. But I feel like I've known her forever. Same way with Diana. Micheline comes on here. Micheline is from England, but now lives up north. But I've never met her face to face, but she took the time to talk to my daughter on the phone one time about a similar problem that my daughter was having with her hand and Micheline was having. They talked on the phone at length. She gets on every morning and posts something so uplifting and encouraging daily. Just starts my day off right. And she's such a supporter of my page, and I hardly have anybody on my page right now, but Micheline is steady, and she's there. So, you know, a lot of those are new friends, but sisters doesn't necessarily mean blood related. And so anyway, I'm grateful for the sisters that God has given me, both blood related and not blood related. And And I'm grateful for whatever time I have with them for the rest of my life. I'm blessed. So, anyhow, tomorrow I might craft, but I'm definitely going to get on for a few minutes and show you all the crafts that I did while I was camping this past weekend. I did 2 of the Hobby Lobby pumpkins. And they look a lot alike as far as the florals are concerned, but the pumpkins themselves are different. And then my husband did one that was actually one I got at Bed Bath & Beyond that he painted. And then I did a metal one that I think I got from Dollar Tree or Dollar General. And I blinged up and gave some dimension to a Christmas painting I bought on sale last year at Hobby Lobby. And then yesterday I made 2 scarecrows, a big one and a little one. Thank you, Micheline. Love you. Out of some metal, like you've seen them at Dollar Tree or Dollar General. They're just little metal vases that have a little round thing at the top that you can hang them on the wall and put florals in them. Well, I made them into scarecrows, and they're really cute. So, I'm going to take pictures, and then I'll come on tomorrow, at least long enough to show y'all those and tell you what I did to them. And then I might craft this in 2 weeks. My husband and I are going to be hosting the camp out in the Smoky Mountains with our camping group. And so we're responsible for getting plans made for meals and some activities. And I'm going to actually do a craft with everybody. Please pray that my order comes in from Dollar Tree, because when I first decided to do this craft, it was months ago when I found these little boards at Dollar Tree that are so cute. Well, you can't find them anymore. And so I ordered some similar ones online on the website, Dollar Tree website, and I'm scared they're not going to come in. So please pray that they do. But anyway, we're going to go see kind of a show while we're there. We're going to go out to eat. We're going to have an Italian dinner at the campsite one night. Maybe play some games. So Rodney and I have a whole lot to get together. We literally got home today. He did some running around and getting some stuff done for the motorhome, and then he had a flight tonight, and he's going to be gone for 4 or 5 days. So anyway, I'll post when I'm going to come online. Have fun. I hope you post live when you're crafting. Fun. I will. I've got some ideas in mind of some things, and then pretty soon I want to start on Christmas. I'm really ready to start on Christmas. I'll be putting my Christmas decorations out usually the weekend following Halloween, but I'm not sure we're going to be here, so I might start doing it gradually before then. So stay tuned for that. So I appreciate you all coming on, and I will see you tomorrow. Hope you have a great and blessed night. Love you. Bye.